Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! Hi everybody, alright, hope you're well. Merry Christmas to everybody that follows me. I hope you have a cracker. It's only one day away, yeah? And let's see what's in Santa's sack to see what workout I'm doing today, yeah? Let's pull it out. Where is it? It's a big bag, is this? And here we go. Power twist today, yeah? Thanks to Santa. Ho ho ho! Let's get warmed up. Let's get going, yeah? I'm going to mention it. I always mention it. Dodgy shoulder. Snapped, yeah? I think it snapped recently. Doctor seems to think it might have been a while ago, but based on pain levels, I'm pain-free at the moment. Where I've never been pain-free. So I'm assuming that about 6, 7, 8 weeks ago it snapped. And then it's just had time to settle down because, you know, I wouldn't have been able to do this, yeah? And I wouldn't have been able to do this pain-free, yeah? Now, the shoulder does feel a little bit unstable, which is natural. But the beauty about it is, people, yeah? I always tell people to keep moving, don't I? Well, I know I ignore all the doctors and all the medics and all the physios and everything, yeah? But I've always been a believer. If a wild animal breaks its leg, it don't go to doctors, it just carries on. And it either heals or it falls off. Right, well, that's my philosophy, yeah? So I continue training this through immense pain, loads of pain, yeah? And I still got the mobility in the shoulder, even though the tendons completely snapped. And the only reason for that is because I've kept on training the whole shoulder the whole time, yeah? So I'm in a decent position at the moment. I don't need to, even though I'm going to go for it, I don't necessarily need all that physio to fix the shoulder because it snapped. Because for all this time, yeah, I've been working it and using it and just keeping it going. And that's what I like. So I'm going to get ready. So I'm not going to train in this hat. And I'm going to do a workout with this. Right, so I've done this workout before. I'm going to pick 7 exercises from that list because I'm going to stick to that 7 exercise principle, yeah, because I do feel it's going to work for me. I'm going to do 3 sets of 10 of each. I'm going to stick to this weight throughout all the 3 sets of 10. If I can do 3 sets of 10 with this, then I'm going to move up, and that's how I'm going to work it. When it gets more difficult, then I'll find a different way to do it, but that's what I'm going to do for now. First exercise, have the twisted upside down, or should I say palms up, get a nice good grip here. Now, one thing I forget to mention, I've mentioned it in past videos, but when you're training, and you're only training upper body, right, then you've got to adopt what I call the Eugene Sandow stance. So it's heels in, feet pointing out, yeah, tense the legs, tense the glutes, and then slightly bend the knees. And as you bend the knees, you'll feel your hamstrings tense as well, yeah? Hold that position. And that way, when you're training upper body, you've got your legs, your glutes, your hamstrings, and your calves all pumped tight, yeah, tensed. And they're tensed throughout the entire movement. So that's what you call training under tension. And you get a sneaky leg workout in as well. So the position first, breathe and go. I felt that one already, yeah. Set 2. Now, do you remember when I said I don't go for biceps when I train with this type of equipment? It's just because, just as an example, yeah, as soon as you squeeze that in there, yeah, your bicep comes into play anyway. So you don't want to be overtraining these bad boys, yeah? A lot of people, and myself included, that train with weights, for example. When I used to train with weights, I always hit the biceps, yeah? always after the back workout or something like that, and I always overtrained them and they never really grew, yeah. Then I started doing a full body routine where I just did compound exercises and the biceps grew, and I felt like at the time that I wasn't even touching them, yeah, but they actually grew, and it learnt me a lesson from that day forward. You don't have to necessarily concentrate on them, because sometimes you can wipe them out by doing too much. Last set, assume all the positions. That will get hard pretty quick, that one, I'm telling you. 10. I felt that actually, I felt that in there a tiny bit, yeah, so I've got to go a little bit steady. Right, on to set 2. Seven. Ooh. 8. 9. Ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. 10. Last set. Ten. Oh, one tip I'll give you on this, yeah, if you need any at all. You start off there, and when you squeeze down, you bring your hands right at the bottom, as close to the bottom as your neck as you can get. And what that does, it gives you a massive contraction, yeah. Rather than just squeezing it here, yeah, you're sort of kind of only halfway contracted there. So if you squeeze and let the arms come right down to the bottom of the neck, you get full shoulder contraction right up back as well, yeah, and then you come out of it and let it climb, and then that replicates the pressing movement, but it's safer than a pressing movement. It just feels a lot better and you get a lot more growth out of it, yeah, it does a lot of rear delta. Right, so this next one's similar to the first one, but your palms are facing downwards. So we get the Sandow position, tense everything, yep, when we're happy, we go. Yeah, I can definitely feel that shoulder has snapped actually. It definitely feels a lot different than what it did before. And it feels like something's moving in there that's not connected to it as well now. Whereas before, it felt slightly different. I guess I've got to be really careful. I'll probably be putting enormous stress on the other tendons now, yeah. So I can't wait till I get a proper physio or a proper consultant to tell me what I've really and truly done, yeah. All I know at this stage is it's torn off and I should be resting. Right, just before I start on the next set of these, let me just try and give you a tip how I do them, yeah. I basically imagine that I'm in a bodybuilding competition and I'm doing this pose where you start there, you grind your elbows up and then you squeeze down and round for most muscular, yeah. You're going in that kind of movement, yeah, to tense the whole of the chest. This is what I'm trying to replicate when I do these. So I get the elbows high. Imagine I'm doing a most muscular squeeze down, curl the wrist up. You can't see the wrist curling up because this bar won't allow them, but I'm basically trying to push the wrist up like that and it exercises the entire chest. So it looks like this. And I bend down into it to try and get more chest. And it also gets bicep. As opposed to just doing it like this. Right, so last set, I'm going to try them a different way now, yeah? Just to see how this feels. It's basically straight out in front and just squeeze together. 6, I prefer the other way to be honest. I prefer that way, it engages a lot more muscles. When you try to twist the gripper, it kind of trains the wrists as well and forearms and this part here. It also trains the shoulders as you're circling under. It also trains the lats, whereas I find if I tend to just stick to that one, it's kind of flat. It puts an enormous amount of strain on the shoulders because the machine's out there. So yeah, I don't like it. I prefer this, kind of feels safer for me, but that's only me, yeah. You do what you want. You've got to find what works for you, yeah, not what works for me. Right, so this next exercise, it's taxing on both sides. So it's a squeezing exercise and it works this arm as opposed to this arm and chest as well, yeah. So when you do that side and then swap, it's actually really hard. So instead of doing 10 on either side, it's a 5 either side exercise for me, yeah. Because you'll see if you do it and don't rest in between, it's quite hard. So basically, hold it with this arm. Now, do you remember before this snapped, it was nigh on impossible to hold? Well, now it's snapped, it doesn't hurt, so I can hold it now, yeah. Just build those muscles up, so hold it there, squeeze down. 1. Nice and slow. 5. Swap sides immediately, no rest, and that's why you only do 5 a side, because it is hard. 1. 5. Right, set 2. Hold it with the weak arm first. Squeeze down. 1. A lot of grip involved in this exercise, you've really got to keep hold of the thing. Oh, 5. Beautiful exercise. Right, just before I go, yeah, for my rest, I'll just show you this. This was the tin pot arm, wasn't it? The one that was like 14.5 inches a few months ago, yeah, because of injuries. It's now 15.5 inch. Yeah, actually no, sorry, let's have a look. It's approaching 15 3/4. But I'm hoping for this one to catch this one up, and then I'm going to get them both up to 16.5 quick. So how am I making this catch up to this, you ask? Right, when I wake up on a morning, every single morning, yeah, I tense this arm as hard as I can. Yep, as soon as it's fully tensed, it's like a little peanut still at a minute, but as soon as it's fully tensed, count to 10, a good 10, yeah, and then let it go. Every morning, yeah. And that's how this will catch up to this eventually, and then they'll be both same, and I can train them same, right? Right, last set on these, get a decent grip. That is 7 then, nearly, idiot. Right. Got to do 7 on this side now, haven't I? 6.5 even. Lost concentration, then got too excited. There we go, same, yeah. 5 on each side, must remember that. Right, exercise number 5. This is the inverted grip. I do find it difficult. You've got to be careful with this one so it don't spring up and whack it under the chin. You've got to have a very, very good grip and concentration. So the stand down position for the legs, glutes, calves. Yeah, off we go. Try and stop the spring from touching your chest because it gives you a breather. Try and keep it away from your body, but keep it close to your chest just in case it slips. But don't touch your chest, it just makes the exercise harder. Ooh. 3 more. 9. Ooh. 1 more. 10. Yeah, I can definitely feel a lot of weaknesses in there now. There's a lot of weakness when I do that one. A lot of weakness, yeah. But fast, or should I say rewind back a few months, it was even worse, so we're moving forward, aren't we? Right, moving on to set 2. Right, set 3. 7. Oh, 3 more. Oh. 8. 9. One more. Just a quick tip if you're getting tired, people, you just concentrate on squeezing this machine, yeah? Because it's when you're tired that you let it slip, so don't get that tired that you're going to let it go, because it's dangerous. So always, don't be scared of having a breather, yeah? Yeah, safety first. 10. Oh. Right, this next exercise is really hard for me. Yeah? You're supposed to try and keep your arms above your head and your elbows as straight as possible, yeah? I find that impossible, I'm afraid. So I do it as straight as I can, but it's not perfect, yeah? So if we go, assume the stand-down position, tense the legs. They should be really hurting by now, your legs, if you're tensing them right. Now a key, if you're just wondering when to key yourself is to know when you've let go of your legs, yeah? You feel it in your glutes first, they relax. As soon as they relax, you know that you've let go of your legs, so just tense it all back up again, yeah? Right, off we go. Arms as high as possible, yeah? Squeeze in. 4. 7. 8. 9. 10. Whoa. That trains an incredible amount of different muscles, yeah? It trains inner bicep, outer bicep. It trains upper chest. It trains your traps. It trains here, right at the top of your traps. Trains your abs, yeah. Forearms. Trains a lot, that, yeah. It's a really hard exercise. That's probably why I like it. Right, set 2, yeah. Assume the stand-down position. Just move that camera, because you can't see the top of the worker, can you? That's 1, yeah. Whoa. This trains all the torsion in your body, yeah? It trains all your tendons. You try to fight this machine and your tendons are twisting, yeah? It trains them all. Really difficult exercise for me because I'm not very strong in tendons, as you know. I've lost count as well, so let's say 5. Oh, 2 more. I can't believe that's only the second set of them, yeah. Right, last set of these, and I hope I've got 10 in it, to be honest. Alright, let's go. A lot of upper chest involved in this, a lot of bicep, everything just kills, yeah. Got 5 more, yeah. Not too much of a rest, let's go. 2. Oh, wow. 3, 4, 5, come on. 3. Oh. 4. 5. Oh. 5. Oh. 10 of them, that's enough to kill anybody, that. Right, this, as you can tell, I've not had much rest. This last exercise is really difficult for me, yeah. But it's one I want to include because if you do incorporate, it does train a lot of muscle. It trains a lot of inner chest, all your arms, yeah, a lot of shoulders, lats as well. But it is a weird and wonderful exercise. You basically hold it there, yeah, and you have to squeeze the handles in like that. Now, I'm not very strong on these, but the stronger you get, the closer you can squeeze that bar, right? So what I'm going to do, because I'm not very strong, I'm going to start with 5s only until I can do 2 things, until I can squeeze it right in and until I can get a good 10. Yeah, there's no point going for 10s and doing half an exercise. So I'm going to build it up from 5s, yeah, which I think is sensible, and then when I can do a good 10, and I mean a good 10, then I'm changing weight, and it's a long way away, yeah. Very difficult exercise for me, this. So off we go. 5, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Right, second set. Now these are where you can squeeze this quite far in, and that's by holding it right end, and it helps it out a bit, but it defeats the object. If you hold it proper square on, it trains a lot of wrist strength, yeah. So try and hold it proper square on, even though you can't do it, yeah. Don't go for this easy way at the end there, just to get more flexibility out of it, yeah. So hold it properly and just get stronger. Three, 4, 5. Oh my goodness me. I'll tell you what there is in that exercise here. There's a lot of chest activation, really deep inside your chest. There's a lot of arm activation, shoulder, lats, forearms, wrist. It's all in that exercise, yeah. And to come and end at workout like that is brutal. Very brutal. Right, last set day. Let's go. Using your Sandown stance. Squeeze everything now, yes, last set. Then you can rest. Wow, I got more squeeze out of that, yeah. It really does get all this chest here, it really activates it bad. Yeah, it's probably like a better version of the flies, yeah. It's a miles better version of them, yeah. And it really does engage this here and this top bit. If you've got a weak chest like me, that's the builder right there, yeah. I enjoyed that a lot, yeah. There we go, nice and pumped. I'm happy with that. Got some shoulder, some biceps. This is why you don't need to train biceps when you do workouts like this, because they get there anyway. They get a lot of stick, so to add them on after, just overtraining them, people. Yeah, it's a small muscle, doesn't need that much, and trust me, you'll feel it in the morning. You'll feel it in them biceps in the morning, yeah. So I enjoyed that, really enjoyed it, yeah. Literally no pain in there whatsoever. A little bit of niggle, a lot of weakness, but it's better, yeah. So God's done me a favour snapping that tendon, I believe, yeah. I might not even bother getting it stitched back on, to be fair. If it carries on like this, I'll be happy, yeah. So let's see how we go from here. But I'm going to see that specialist. I'm still going to see what he says. But if it's a big recuperation after operation, yeah, I can't afford it because I work for a living as well. I can't afford weeks and months off work, so we'll see where it goes. Hopefully, it'll start to get better. Now it's gone, yeah, it'll die off. And then this shoulder, this shoulder will end up shrivelling and this arm will end up like that wrist. Yeah, but hey, I'll just train like this. You know what I mean? One-sided. So you'll never see this side again. I'll be like that. Yeah. And then I'll pull this out. Right, you lot, yeah. Keep training.